Hi beauties. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, make sure you do so because you're going to love it here. I guarantee you. So as you can tell by the setup, we are cooking today, and what is on the menu, we are making a delicious Haitian meal, which is called griot. So griot is pretty much a fried pork. So before frying the pork, of course, you marinate it. Well, you clean first. We gotta clean our meat. So you clean the meat, you marinate the meat, you let it sit for maybe 2 hours. If you can marinate it the night before, that would probably be best. That's what I prefer, but most times I cannot do that. So once it has marinated, we do need to boil it. So it will boil, well, I will boil it for about 2 hours because the meat has to be tender, cooked and tender prior to the frying process. So without further ado, we are going to get right into it. All right, so now it is time to season our meat. I did clean the meat off of camera. So I did squeeze some lime juice. Pour that in here. Next, I will be adding some of my épices. Just gonna put a little bit more. Okay, so that's good. Next, I will be adding some seasoned salt. Okay, and not too much. Adobo. Onion. Garlic. Black pepper. Adding some Maggi. Some complete seasoning. Okay, and I will be adding 1 pack of sazon. All right, so some of you may already know my daughter. She does not eat meat. Well, she's a pescatarian, so all she eats is seafood. So for her tacos, I will be making shrimp. I did make shrimp taco on live, I believe, last Tuesday. So I'm just doing it again because the view wasn't all that good. So just gonna show you again how I season her shrimp. So I did put some épices in here, and her shrimp, I'm not gonna do too much because it's not a lot of shrimp. So I really don't have to put a lot of seasoning because we don't want it to be salty. Because again, we want flavor, not salty. So I'm just adding some onion powder in hers. I am adding some garlic powder. I am adding black pepper. I'm also adding a little adobo. I am also adding some Slap Your Mama. And that will pretty much be all for hers. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix it up. Okay, so this is how the meat is looking. It is all seasoned and washed. It smells absolutely delicious. And here I also have the shrimp, also cleaned and seasoned. All right, so I will let both marinate for about 2 hours. Once they are marinated, I will begin on this first because the meat does have to, it has to boil for about 2 hours before it is actually fried. So I'm just gonna let it marinate, and then once I am ready, I will show you the process. Okay, so I have the meat in the pot and I'm going to let it cook. We'll let it boil for about 2 hours on medium low. I'll be adding some cloves, adding some garlic. I also tied up some parsley and thyme, so I'm going to add this in here as well. Adding a scotch bonnet pepper. Okay, now I am adding the water. So now I'm getting ready to cover this. I will cover it and let it slow cook on medium low for about 2 hours because we do want the meat to be real tender. And once that is done, I will start the frying process. Okay, so it's been 2 hours and the meat is cooked. Let's see if I can show you a closer look. All right, so they're cooked. So it's been 2 hours. Once again, I left it on medium low. So now I'm about to remove them from the water, from the juice, and start the frying process. All right, so this is how the meat is looking. I did remove it from the water, from its juices. So I'm getting ready to fry them, and I did cut them a little smaller only because I am making taco with these. So I did not want the meat to be too big. Normally when I would just make regular griot, I would cut them a little bit bigger, not too big. So normally it would be this size, and this might be a little too big, but I can just cut them in half. But normally it would be about this size. So this is kind of what I wanted. But like I said, let me just see if you can see a little bit better. Yeah, so this is a size that I would prefer since I am making tacos with these. But I can always just cut them up a little bit smaller. But yeah, so I'm done with this part. Once again, it did cook, it did boil, slow cook on medium low for about 2 hours, and they're extremely tender. So now it is time for the fun part, the frying process. All right, so let's get started. All right, so this is how they're looking. I did fry them until golden brown. Crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. All right, and we are done. This is the final product. Do you see this? All right, guys, so I am done, and let me show you. So, oh, here are the tacos. Yeah. Okay, so the moment of truth, time to taste. Let me show you a closer look. You want to bite, open wide. Okay, so let's taste. This is new for me, but it's good as heck. I'm not a big taco person, but this right here, Griot, y'all need to try this. Let me let y'all see. You need to try this. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. All right, guys, so we are at the end of the video. Those tacos were really, really good. I've never made griot taco before, but those tacos were delicious. Y'all need to try it. Let me know if you will be. You know, every time I cook, I always want to know if you're going to try it. So let me know if you're going to try it. Like I stated before, I'm not a big taco person, but these are good. These are really good. They're just as good as the shrimp taco I made the other day. Well, not the other day, but last week. But they're really, really good. Especially like the meat, baby, it is marinated to the T, okay? When I tell you it is delicious, don't take my word for it, just do it. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining me in my kitchen today. And you already know, I want to know if you guys are going to try this. Please let me know in the comment section if you will try it. And we already know, if you have not, if you have not already, please like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you also click on the notification bell so that way when I drop a new goodie, you will be the first to know. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate your support. I appreciate you tuning in. And until the next one, love ya. Bye.